As all we know, fear is the #1 enemy of the athletes. All athletes have faced different sports situations in their lives. Some have already gained numerous awards, giving them confidence, and some have their struggles to win their first ever trophy, conveying, of course, a lot of motivations and perseverance. In this process, each athlete has his own or her own fears during competitions. That is definitely inevitable. Even those who have won several medals experience anxieties when competing. Well, in this discussion, let me share with you various reasons why athletes feel these unavoidable emotions and how they can overcome it, and how we coaches can contribute to their progress. Okay, these are my learning contents with this discussion. One is sports fear. The second one is learn sports fear reduction. The third one is how do athletes and coaches overcome fear? And of course, the last, how pandemic affects the sports society. Sports fear. This might be the single biggest variable that dictates the level of success of an athlete will experience while competing. And this is especially true in youth athletics. Now, for instance, anxieties around performance. Of course, as all we know, when we say anxiety, ito yung discomfort. How does this anxieties affect their performance? They are already losing their preparation. In other words, they're losing, or they are failed to showcase their style of or the strategy, I mean. Another thing, of course, physical contact. They are afraid to get pain. So in short, once you are afraid to get hurt, medyo hindi mo maibibigay yung best mo. Another thing, experiencing an injury. Ito yung the biggest thing na could stop them to really perform well during their game. Kasi nga, baka ma-ACL siya, ma-broke yung kanyang ma-injure siya, mapilay siya, and then embarrassment and humiliation. This related, of course, not to playing well enough to help them or enough to help the team win. So in other words, ito yung kakargahin niya sa konsensya niya. So that will the start na i-isolate niya yung sarili niya, mag-iisip siya, ano pa ba? I-blame niya ang sarili niya na hindi siya focus, or might incomplete pa yung preparation niya during the training. So, these are some example of sports fear. So, hindi siya talaga a package, or ito yung a package wherein to stop them doing or giving all their best. So, definitely it will affect, of course, their performance during the game. You know, being a coach is not easy on others may thinking. Kasi po, sa'yo po lahat magbubumerang kung ano po yung blames, kung ano yung naging design ng plan nyo, game plan nyo, kung ano po yung naging magiging action or performance ng mga athlete nyo. Nasa inyo po yan. Sa inyo po nakasalalay kung paano po sila magpe-perform sa loob ng court. So, hindi po ganun kadali ang maging coach. Instead, of course, you never stop thinking about different approaches, strategies para po maging advantage ang team mo sa opponent team. Okay. So therefore, in this discussion, I would suggest na coach must be patient all the time. In some cases, sports fear has been slowly developed over time. While in other examples, that fear came on much faster because of a vivid and potentially painful experience. Okay, for example, getting knocked out of the field from physical contact. Okay, so yan po yung painful experience natin. Getting knocked out, ibig sabihin, medyo napuruhan ka, naging unconscious ka, that is a different story. Mafe-feel po ng bata yan at yung experience niya, hindi niya po basta-basta makakalimutan po. Especially, pakiramdam niya, na-embarrass siya sa buong nanonood, buong tao doon. In either case, in the vast majority of instances, it will take a little time and practice of specific skills. So therefore, as a coach, be patient to correct that. Ibig sabihin, para hindi na po maulit na mag-pass out ang iyong athlete, kailangan i-ready mo rin siya. So might be included in your game plan, strategies. So, lahat po yan ay mangyayari sa training ninyo. And of course, before seeing fear subside, you must remember that irrational fear is the type of fear stemming from potential humiliation and embarrassment. Totoo po yan. Not physical pain, kundi mental pain po yan at saka emotional pain po ang katapat niyan. This type of fear with a specific focus on how regularly we all deal with distress, adversity, frustration, and failure. As you normalize these human experiences, it will help kids or athletes realize they are not alone or unique with their fears, and their new confidence by way of strength in numbers will begin to help their own battles with the sports fear. Now, what shall we do to make them relax and to get those techniques? How this group or how this team or athletes learn about relaxation techniques? Psychologists sometimes use biofeedback as an objective that usually measure to illustrate how much control we have over our physiology. For example, when we calm ourselves down through self-talk, deep breathing, imagery, or any other method, we immediately feel our bodies relax. Our heart rate decreases, muscles relax, etc. The point is we have ample evidence that we can self-calm. Now we just need to learn how to do it in specific situations and consistently. Kasi when we let such emotions, magkakaroon po ng adverse effect yan. Ibig sabihin ng adverse effect dun sa masisira po ngayon yung momentum niya. Masisira po ngayon yung mood niya. So therefore, pag sira si mood, of course, hindi mo ngayon magagawa. But, if if they develop or learn how to relax and get some techniques in relaxation, so therefore they can usually overcome such problems. Remember guys, and I agree with this, fear can be minimized. True. There are many ways how can we minimize fears, no? If a youngster is still struggling with the sports fear, it is important to revisit whether he or she is actually using relaxation techniques. Meron ba siyang mga ginagawa na really to develop the relaxation techniques? In other words, you can just try deep breathing once or twice. And if this doesn't immediately work, throw it out sa window kung saan man, o kaya ilibing natin kung hindi effective ang way natin, no? Instead, of course, remember that calming the body, it's really our desire or really develop para dun sa incompatible with staying nervous. Pag kasi po palagi tayong nervous, hindi po natin talaga makuha yung right actions and movements natin. And of course, when it comes to decision making, especially pag critical po yung dying moment natin, when it comes to game plans mo, talagang mawawala po lahat yan. So make it important to stay with the plan rather than give up quickly. So therefore, recall mo lang, adapt mo lang, dalhin mo lang po kung ano yung ni-ready na plans na talagang dinesign ni coach. So ngayon, therefore, malilesen po ang ating takot. Normal po yan. Sabi ko nga nung umpisa sa introduction ko, fear is the number one enemy of the athletes. Totoo po yan. Pero, pag na-develop po natin yung technique na para alis natin ito, ma-minimize natin ito, kailangan gumawa tayo ng something na i-practice natin. Yung iba kasi pag pinawisan na, medyo nawawala na. Bumabalik na sila sa momentum, bumabalik na sila kung ano po yung niready nila. So therefore, fear can be minimized all the time. Okay? You have to remember, fear is not real. It is a product of thoughts you create. Don't misunderstand me. Danger is very real, but fear is chance. Thank you very much and good day.